Mr. Jensen, we've been expecting you. Mr. Seraph went to your apartment.
Everything's quiet here, Mr. Jensen. Nothing to worry about.
And how by not allowing us to have them, they are essentially stripping our ability to defend ourselves away from us. Now,
Mr. Jensen, sure is good to see you. Mr. Seraph assigned us to watch the building.
Hey, Mr. Jensen, what a night, huh? I made the rounds. Some punks tried to tag the building, but no mention of that.
Hey, Adam. Glad you could join us, although there's not much going on here.
Welcome home, Mr. Jensen. You have new messages.
Apparently that's not all I have. Make yourself at home, boss.
It's a fucking mess out there, Adam. You seen the news? Picus is telling everyone we're breeding super soldiers. Taggart's at the convention center right now, urging the UN to investigate.
Is it true?
Of course not.
Except for the Typhoon, right? And a few of those defense contracts.
What?
Oh, and let's not forget the fact that Megan's team was kidnapped right before her research went public. How do you explain that one, boss?
I wanted people to see that research. Megan was on the brink of something historic. Something that would have catapulted this company to the top of the Fortune 500. Her kidnappers knew it. They knew exactly where her research would take us. And they refused to let anyone else have that much power.
Anyone else? Eliza was right. You do know more than you've told me.
I suspected. But these people? They're like ghosts. Always in the shadows. Always hiding behind lies and proxies.
Who are they?
Well, a name won't mean much. They'll use whatever one suits their interests. Sometimes it's the Masons. Sometimes the Bilderberg Group. They've had a finger in every corporation, organization, or government initiative that's defined modern society.
You're talking about... the Illuminati?
It's no joke. They're organized and they operate over and above society.
You're serious? So why would the Illuminati kidnap Megan's team?
I already told you. Megan found a way to make augmentation safer for all of us, so we can all become like you.
Like me?
Like... you are. More than human. We've got to get him back, Adam.
You said Taggart is speaking at the convention center right now?
bitch even sent me an invite.
His aide, Sandoval, is neck deep in this.
I don't know where Sandoval is, but Taggart will. Adam, you've got to handle this delicately. We don't know Taggart is involved, and we can't afford another punch in the face. I'm trusting you with this one.
Re-establishing security system. See you soon, Mr. Jensen.
Jensen! You asshole! You cost me my job!
Slow down. What happened?
What happened? They found out I let you into the morgue. That's what happened. They canned me.
Wayne, I'm sorry. You didn't deserve any of this.
Damn right I didn't. That's the second time you screwed me over.
I know. And I want to make it up to you for everything you've been through. Sarif Industries lost a lot of good people in the last 6 months, and we could use someone like you.
Oh, really? You're not saying that just to say it.
Talk to HR. Tell them I recommend you. Corporate security pays more than being a cop, and you won't be stuck behind a desk.
Jeez, yeah. Okay. I need the work, but this better be on the level.
It is. None of this is your fault, so let me make it right.
Yeah. I should sit down, you know? It's been a long week, and then all this crap, but thanks. I mean it.
We at Taiyong Medical have not and never will condone these experiments. This company prides itself on maintaining a safe environment and an ethical approach to research at all times. We invite critics and members of the UN to tour our facilities firsthand.
I don't know how it
They
happened.
will find nothing.
One second it was a peaceful demonstration near the limb clinic. The next, people are running towards Sarif Plaza grabbing anything they could.
Thank God Mr. Sarif sent some of his security here to watch the building.
Hey, listen, about earlier, I'm sorry I was steamed, you know?
Thousands of angry rioters took to the streets in several cities this evening.
I hope they brought in enough police to handle the rioters.
Footage uncovered by
Martial law, here we come.
Detroit, Toronto,
I guess we're about to find out if those rumors of a FEMA internment camp in Detroit are true.
taking place outside the doors of such well-known biotechnology firms.
Thank God I made it here before the riot started.
And Sarif Industries. The footage sparked.
I told you. I told you.
What do you want, tough guy?
And you'll give me a nice excuse to mess you up.
The city's in flames and y'all whack-ass coppers are arresting taggers? No wonder the city's all fucked up.
Just because there's a riot doesn't mean it's suddenly legal to start spraying your gang signs all over the city. Damn eyesore if you ask me.
Shouldn't you be guarding the morgue? I heard it's nice, easy access over the precinct.
Keep pushing me, punk. You'll see what happens.
Yo, mind your own business, man.
Stay calm, and no one will get hurt. Step away from this area, please.
Come on, brother, let me go. There ain't no reason to take us in.
Stay calm.
The streets are under control. There's still some cleanup to do at Sarif Plaza.
Right. Let me go!
Just take it easy. It'll all be over soon. What'd I do?
Damn cops! Roaming the streets with their strong-arm tactics.
I don't want any trouble.
All sorts of rioters are running amok down near Sarif Plaza.
Get back here! Leave me alone, pig! That's it! Easy, man! Easy! I saw you throw that firebomb, you little shit! Wasn't me, man! You stay right there until the wagon gets here. Sir, back away. This does not concern you. Hey, man, I didn't do nothing!
Wow, the whole city's going nuts.
Sorry, I can't let you into the station at this time.
But one of those hooligans stole my purse!
I understand, ma'am, but you're going to have to wait until tomorrow to file a complaint. The precinct is locked down due to a gas leak.
That's not what I heard. I heard somebody got past security and stole some secret evidence.
You guys can't even keep your own building safe. Did you see the guy who stole my purse?
If you need help from the cops, don't bother.
Martial law, here we come. I guess we're about to find out if those rumors of...
If you want to file a complaint, you'll have to wait. The station is blocked off right now. Jensen, hope you're not here to visit some old friends. The precinct's been shut down, indefinitely. Something about misplaced evidence. About time IA investigates this precinct anyway.
I blame this all on that bastard Taggart. Who the hell plans a firebrand speech like that in this city when we all know it's ready to blow?
Welcome to the Detroit Automated Information Network, including directory assistance, tourist information, and Street Quest. Services are temporarily offline. Thank you.
The streets are under control. There's still some cleanup to do at Seraph Plaza.
I'd be careful if I were you. I've heard the protesters are totally out of control.
All this talk of super soldiers is bullshit. Folks are just looking for a reason to destroy shit.
This isn't a good time, sir. We're trying to clear the streets.
Sorry, but we've diverted all the trams. There are no more coming to this station.
But how am I supposed to get home?
The best thing to do is get outside the downtown area and catch a tram there.
But it's dangerous out there. The rioters are breaking windows and looting.
Can you at least tell us what lines are operating so we know what station to go to?
I'll try to find out for you.
Unless this is an emergency, I suggest you keep moving.
God, they should call in the National Guard or something.
Downtown is a war zone.
I don't know how it happened. One second it was a peaceful demonstration near the limb clinic. The next, people are running towards Seraph Plaza grabbing anything they could.
I'd be careful if I were you. I've heard the protesters are totally out of control.
I heard the police are beating up protesters outside the convention center.
Jensen, you might want to get off the streets. It's not safe for anyone. Jensen, pal, you shouldn't be out here. How'd you get out of that Seraph building anyway? There's no foot access to that place. It's sealed off. You'd have to fly in or something.
They tripped me from behind and stripped me of my purse.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, but they refused to stick around to wait for you guys. They were scared for their safety. Maybe if you had come sooner.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but most of the squad has been assigned to subdue the rioters.
It seems like all I'm hearing from police these days are sorries.
Do you have anything else to report, ma'am?
No, thank you. I'm fine. I'm gonna wait for my sister to come pick me up. Meanwhile, I'll lament about the end of the civilized world as we know it. I blame Bill Taggart and his crew, stirring up all sorts of emotions. It's a shame.
What is it, sir? There's a riot raging and I'm in the middle of taking this lady's statement.
I don't know, and I don't want to know what's going on.
I can tell by the way you look. You and I are not going to be friends.
This is not a good time to talk to anyone from DPD, sir.
I thought the police overreacted.
Yeah. As soon as that one guy threw the rock, the cops cops broke their perimeter and charged in.
Why don't they just send a couple of guys to find the culprit instead of plowing through the crowd? That's what I was thinking. It just made the situation worse. Looks like Detroit is burning once again.
I don't know how it started, but I'll bet William Taggart's speech sparked it.
Wow, the whole city's going nuts.
You managed to see anything? God. I thought the police were way too good. Pretty crazy times, huh?
Damn cops!
Jesus Christ,
This is on tactics.
It's that anti-augmentation bunch. They're rioting in front of Seraph Industries.
You fucking augmented pigs!
How much is Cyrus paying you?
Does Lim give you a discount on neuropazine?
Detroit's finest are a bunch of drug addicts! Arresting innocent civilians for expressing themselves! This ain't justice, man!
Go tell the owner of the store whose windows you smashed that you're innocent. Fuck you! Just because you abuse your body doesn't mean you can abuse my rights. Keep your distance, sir.
Give me the next cigar!
Jensen, you might want to get off the streets. It's not safe for anyone.
Unless this is an emergency, I suggest you keep moving. Move it along, sir. Do not stand the streets.
Don't interfere, sir. I will arrest you if I have to.
What'll it be? Be sure to tell all your friends. Just not the cops. What's your pleasure, friend? See you soon.
Jensen, Sarif had me hack the convention center security logs for you. Sandoval signed out. He isn't there.
Taggart will know where he went.
You really think he'll tell you in the middle of a riot? In front of all the media?
He will if I ask real nice.
Well, if that doesn't work, he also has a dressing room backstage. Seems to me a man like Taggart must keep close track of his employees. Speaking of which, I also backtraced that breach in our own firewall. The one Sarif opened but forgot to tell us about.
The one he was using right before he hired me. Right.
Looks like our boss was being chatty with a private detective named Brent Radford. He lives on Earl's Court, in case you want to get chatty with him too.
Don't interfere, sir. I will arrest you if I have to.
Move it along, sir. Do not stay in the streets.
This isn't a good time, sir. We're trying to clear the streets.
Information.
Dr. Chetchery, call 217.
Lim believes in free access to augmentations for everyone, everywhere. But we still ask you to wait your turn.
Hi. Will you be purchasing anything today? Always a pleasure, sir.
Martial law, here we come. I guess we're about to find out.
Out of the way. This is not a good time to talk to anyone from DP. Everything seems to be under control in the convention center.
And Taggart?
He's on stage now. His protection is deep. Only those with VIP passes can get by the guards.
We'll just stay here and make sure none of those hooligans try to sneak in the back door.
Can I help you, man?
Third time this escalator has broken down this week.
You think they would actually work and not just sit there looking good? Damn budget good.
Tell me about it. Now with all the damage out there, I doubt we're gonna see any increase in funding anytime soon.
Looks like the only thing escalating are those damn riots. This whole city is going to shit. You think they would actually work and not just sit there looking good? Damn budget good.
Ah, hello. It is very commendable when someone like you shows interest in our work.
Jensen, don't know how welcome someone like you will be in here. Watch your step.
I know you probably don't agree with what Mr. Taggart has to say, but you can't deny that he's a powerful speaker.
It's crazy. Don't come down here.
Bill is really changing the world for the better.
We're changing it back to what it used to be. To before these people started poisoning their bodies. Or to use his words, their divine engines.
See, I have no problem with amputees wanting to get augmentations.
Especially our soldiers. That's the least they deserve after defending our country. Like Taggart's patient, Ezekiel.
Right. And what happened to Ezekiel? He got himself a new limb that sent him into a spiral of despair because of the drugs. Essentially, what Bill Taggart is asking is, do we really want to have a world filled with addicts being forced to pay exorbitant amounts of money to a bunch of corporate neuropozyne pushers?
I just don't get why certain people have this loony idea that augmentations will make the world better.
Well, as you can see by what's going on out there, they have a lot of work to do to convince the world.
I just can't subscribe to Taggart's Neanderthal opinions. It's like he thinks human development is a sin.
I can't believe there are still people out there with such backward mentalities.
This UN resolution he wants passed is persecution, plain and simple.
Agreed. He loves to claim over and over again what a peaceful organization Humanity Front is. But just look outside. In a non-direct way, he's promoting this kind of reaction.
Well, there have always been nuts like Taggart trying to stop human progress. But by the end of the day, the human need to explore always wins out. He'll be a relic in no time.
I hope you're right. I'm just wondering when Hugh Darrow is going to come out of his shell and take a position. It seems like this whole resolution is on hold until he speaks up.
You're not actually going to hear that guy's speech, are you?
Listen, I've been a victim of this anti-aug backlash.
Taggart is a visionary. How can you not see that? He's the protector of the human
people
race.
who are not augmented, people with an axe to grind. And do you know who saved me? An augmented man, a stranger. So you tell me where the real danger comes from. The Humanity Front is just that. A front. A front for hate-mongering and William Taggart's irrational need to keep us in the Dark Ages. I'm not here to tell you that augmentations will make the world a better place. I'm here to stand up for my right to choose. When Hugh Darrow discovered the secret of augmentation, he gave us the chance.
The convention center has been quiet all night. I expect it to stay that way, understand?
Jensen, don't know how welcome someone like you will be in here. Watch your step.
Hey, are you able to get in to hear Taggart's speech?
Better yourself. He wants to limit you. He wants the government to have jurisdiction.
I don't know how it happened. 1 second it was a peaceful demonstration near the limb clinic.
No, I'm sorry, but we're not gonna let you.
Just because I don't agree with you, miss.
I'm not getting hot. It just frustrates me how some of you pro-humanists act so superior. Like you have all the answers to every ethical question ever posed.
Well, who are you to think you can just turn yourself into robots, abuse drugs, and then think you can function freely in our society?
You and that asshole Taggart? Just try to take away my freedom and see what happens.
Some people just need to calm down.
Sorry, but I need to finish this discussion.
There's a riot going on somewhere near the Seraph building.
Flat disposal.
Yeah. Backstage area is completely blocked off. Even the janitor can't get back there now.
What about the air vents?
You're kidding, right? Have you seen the size of those vents? You expect a contortionist or midget is going to try to assassinate Taggart?
Don't get smart. You got a pass?
The press conference is still going on.
What are you doing in here, Hanser? Looking to start trouble?
I hope you're just here to listen. Although Mr. Taggart is done with his speech already.
Human evolution is a fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world...
Where's your sidekick, Taggart? 6 months ago, Sarif Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. But I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen. Megan Reed's team was kidnapped, and Isaiah Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
That is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
There's been a change of plans. Serif's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Sarif scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going on here. Sarif Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest. David Sarif and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart. Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years, but that's not why I'm here. Sarif scientists are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
You got a lot of nerve to accuse me of lying. I'm not the one standing in front of a crowd of people hiding my involvement in kidnapping and murder.
My involvement, Mr. Jensen? Your recording doesn't prove that. My heart goes out to you. Perhaps it's best that you came to me rather than bringing this recording to the police. You need it to be some kind of proof because you're still suffering. You're trying to find someone else to blame for the emotional trauma you experienced when you woke up from that surgery and discovered you were no longer quite human.
You're right. Picking up my life after that surgery was the hardest thing I've ever done. Hell, first time I saw myself in a mirror, I smashed the damn thing. But I've gotten past it, because I know that what I need to do to make things right is help the other victims of that attack.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be insensitive. As you know, I was a practicing psychologist before I devoted my life to ending the threat of augmentation. And I've seen this kind of behavior before. You're confused. You consider me your enemy, and you think the only way you can regain control is to defeat me in some way. You're wrong, I'm afraid.
I have an idea, Taggart. Why don't I give my recording to that reporter down there? He has a machine that can prove it's real right now, once and for all. Of course, when he says it's genuine, I guess it'll be top news story for the next few weeks, and you can kiss your vote goodbye. On the other hand, if you talk to me backstage, I can hold on to this recording, and you can keep the benefit of the doubt for a little while longer.
Very adroit, Mr. Jensen. Nicely played. I see you have me over a barrel. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but I'm going to have to beg your indulgence for a few moments more. If you will all please remain patient, I will return as soon as I can. Thank you. Mr. Jensen, I'll see you backstage.
This whole situation is getting out of control. They're treating people like guinea pigs.
Wow, you've got some nerve showing up here.
I don't know how it started, but I'll bet William Taggart's speech sparked it.
Just give me an excuse. I'll keep those hands as trophies.
Detroit, Toronto, Mumbai, and Rio de Janeiro all report violent clashes taking place outside the doors of such well-known biotechnology firms as Kusanagi, Isole, and Seraph Industries. The footage sparking the riots appears to show scientists performing crude, torture-like experiments on teams of augmented super soldiers. Just minutes ago, Zhao Yunru,
Watch it, sir.
CEO of
There
the
are guards
Taiyong
everywhere.
Medical
Any attempt on
Corporation,
Mr. Taggart
commented
will
on
be
the
met with
images.
deadly force.
I want the world to know that we at Taiyong Medical have not and never will condone these
Just stay away from Mr.
experiments.
Taggart, and everything will be
This
fine.
company prides itself on maintaining a safe environment.
I hope you're not here to disturb Mr. Taggart. That would be a mistake.
And Mr. Taggart warned us there might be AUG trouble tonight.
Any idea what's going on out there?
Apparently it's settling down a little. Police have cleared the streets.
I heard they were pretty aggressive.
Yeah, I heard that too. I'm happy we don't have to go out there.
Amen to that. All right, I'm gonna go back and make sure no one's sneaking around the halls.
Just give me an excuse. I'll keep those hands as trophies.
To show scientists performing crude, torture-like experiments on teams of augmented super
You see what's happening in the city, Aug. The people are rising up against your kind.
CEO of the Taiyong Medical Corporation commented on the images.
I want the world to know that we at Taiyong Medical have not and never will condone these experiments.
I hope you're just here to listen. Although Mr. Taggart is done with his speech already.
Mr. Jensen, I appreciate you allowing me to deal with this in a more discreet manner.
Save it, Taggart. You've wasted enough of my time as it is. Now where's Sandoval?
He has an apartment he uses when in this city, on Grand River Road. He mentioned he was feeling very run down, so I can only assume he went there.
I see.
He's not an evil man, Mr. Jensen. If he's done what you say, it's only because of his brother, Ezekiel. A man you might know better as Zeke Sanders.
Sanders? The man who attacked Sarah's manufacturing plant?
I knew nothing about it until after it was over, and then I tried. I tried to convince Isaiah not to follow in his footsteps.
Good job.
Mr. Jensen, please. Isaiah has done so much for so many needy people, people suffering from implant rejection. Promise me you will deal with him fairly.
That all depends on Isaiah.
I understand, but please try.
I want the world to know that we at Taeyong Medical have not and never will condone these experiments. This company prides itself on maintaining